Words of the Spirit 9:8-24. What is the problem? I speak unto you this day, and I say, when there is a problem, stop and consider the cause, and then deal with the problem after the cause has been pinpointed. Far too many do not ever see the problems that come into their lives solved, because they do not want to face each problem for what it is. They would rather live in pretension, hypocrisy, going to everyone with their problem, yet never coming to me and seeking the mind of my Holy Spirit. This is because they have chosen to believe in lies and liars, rather than coming to the throne of truth and bowing unto me. Why is it that the world, and this includes the majority of my people in these times, is so full of problems that are not being solved, nor are there seeming to be any remedies for the same? Be aware that I do not intend that those who are mine would be living in the turmoil, the terror, the troubles that are the cup of those who are far from me, yet they are. All of these troubles come because people do not want to face the sources of their problems, and so they choose to live in denial, delusion, and confusion. There are people who literally have lived in denial for so long that their lives are full of problems and troubles that are brought on by their choices against me. However, they absolutely refuse to face the problems they have, because then they would have to admit that they are the cause of their problems. How easy it is to look everywhere for a solution and not look within and be willing to let the Holy Spirit search your heart. I do not want you to always imagine that the cause of your problems is external, and therefore never allow the Holy Spirit to show you the cause and the solution. The world blames those of particular political persuasions, depending on the coverings over the nations. The politicians blame the overtaxed people for not paying enough taxes. The warmongers seek for unnecessary wars in order to increase their fortunes. The loose and liberal give consent for every imaginable demon-possessed diverse group to have their recognition. Vile and reprobate behaviors are saluted and reverenced when the wicked are in rule. Then, because no one wants to face the issues of sin and corruption, they choose to salute and reverence those who are unbalanced and possessed by demon powers. The problems do not go away by feeding those problems with more and more approval. In fact, those problems become worse and are greatly multiplied. Then, as the nations become more and more wicked, I pour forth my wrath, fury, and indignation upon them. Some even begin to question and want to find answers as to what causes the darkness and dreariness. As the world spins off into greater chaos and confusion, many muddle through their days in captivity and bondage to anxiety, fear, worry, and are worn out. Those who should be facing their lives with enthusiasm have lost their joy in being alive, and are so bound in fear, doubt, and unbelief that they have no hope and resort to dope. Then their problems become increased, and instead of humbling themselves before me, they too simply live in compounded confusion and join the chaos that is all about. I, the living God, do not call people to such darkness. I call them to me, and I want them to be living in the life, the love, the light that I provide. It is a time when people are living in such opposition to me that they will not use the key to unlock the door to the real solutions to their problems. Instead, they would rather do anything other than bend the knee to me and face their problems and let my Spirit give to them the real and lasting solution. Without me, there is nothing that befalls any people, tribe, or nation except ruination and devastation, because they are operating with intense moral decay and denial of the same. Those whose cultures are built on idolatry will not turn from their idols and give themselves to me. They would rather serve idols that cannot help them at all than serve me, who would give to them mercy instead of misery. What is it that brings on such times as these, full of problems, appearing to have no solution? The answer is that people have problems never ceasing because of their pride. And then they have to deny that they are the cause because their pride is so big that they cannot bend the knee to me. When you see the collapse of nations as is transpiring now, do not grow wearied with worrying about the same. Rather, look to me as the one and only way out of the problems that beset the world and its people. Know that I am the one who makes the way when it appears that there is no way. And as you are coming forth in my way, you will see how easy your yoke becomes when you learn of me. I never intended for people to become pride possessed, and thereby encased in the prisons of pride, unbalanced and deranged by demons because of their choices for pride rather than humility. Therefore, be alert, alive, and active against the demonic suggestions of pride that will come at you to get you to believe and to mouth the same, as though you are something special. The only ones who are special are the ones who will live in humility and subjectivity to me, and recognize their utter need of me. Such as these will see that I send my Spirit to search them and show them where pride is. Then they can humble themselves and ask to be delivered of the demons they have listened to who cause troubles. And as they do, they will see the problems dissipate. Be freed of excess problems by deliverance from pride.